Okay, to start with, toilet wine turns out is a misnomer. The toilet is mostly a hiding place, and God knows it is not really wine, right? And Sean Diddy Combs is not the first prison inmate to get busted with it, allegedly. But Diddy may be the first to have once owned a vodka brand worth upwards of $1 billion. That would be Ciroc, which sold officially earlier this year for a fraction of that price. Ciroc is distilled 5 times from the finest French grapes, or so it claims. Toilet wine, on the other hand, is a fermented combo of Fanta, sugar, and apples. And though there are...
Man, so it's being reported first by TMZ that Diddy was caught with Hooch, as they call it. Prison wine. Wow, I mean, look at this, man. It's like, man, it's like, man, I thought Diddy was gonna get in there and, stay on the up and up and try to, get himself home as quickly as possible. Which hopefully for him that's still the case, and this is definitely not a good report. But this is coming from a person who, like they were saying, was a part of Ciroc. I mean, Ciroc had a huge campaign, like very huge campaign. It was very popular in the community and the culture, and he really grinded to get that name out there. I think like before, there was a Ciroc and stuff. Grey Goose was one of the popular vodkas. They had several popular vodkas, but when Diddy got behind Ciroc, man, Ciroc just blew up, and it was like at a point in time where everything was Ciroc. They had Ciroc boys, and it was just a big thing, and just to go from where he was and his status to now, man, he's in prison and he's having to drink, as they call it, toilet wine. Is man, it's crazy. It's just, man, this is just crazy. Like, this is definitely one of like top 10 greatest falls of like a celebrity of all time, man. Because Diddy was out here having his way, multiple $1 million homes on each of the most in each of the most important cities that there is as far as entertainment, from New York to California to Miami. Like, he was on top of the world, did it all. He's been doing music since I remember listening to music. One of my top 5 favorite artists is Notorious B.I.G., and he was also a part of 112. Several other artists, man. Some Faith Evans songs that I like. Countless artists that he's been a part of. Man, this, as he, self-proclaimed, man, he invented the remix. He invented the remix, and it was hard to go a year without Diddy having some type of impact on our culture. I remember also like the Vote or Die, and running marathons and things of that nature. So, man, to go from that high to this low of lows is just crazy. It's just really crazy, and man, like, just to have to resort to, you do stuff for so long, you get addicted to it, and then it just becomes like a part of your chemical makeup, to where you get the itch for it. You start feeling for it, so you start doing things that you shouldn't be doing. And man, look, listen, I've never been in this situation. That I pray to God that I'm never in this situation. I pray to God I'm never ever in this situation. But this is a time where you have to start reflecting on your life and trying to get yourself into a better situation than you are currently. And drinking Hooch in prison, getting caught with that, and then the repercussions of that, man, that's just not the play. I'm gonna let the video continue, and then I'll come back with a little bit more commentary.
There are many variations. They are all alcoholic, which is the point, and all strictly off limits in lockup. But TMZ is reporting that Diddy has been caught with the stuff this week, in fact. He did have a birthday on Tuesday and was going to be moved to a new unit, apparently, as punishment, but the officials changed their minds, according to the report. But that still leaves the question of Diddy's alleged newfound sobriety, which he made such a big point of emphasizing when he was sentenced, and whether this will have any impact on that sentence. Joining me now with his hard-won expertise on all of this is our friend Gene Borello, a former mob enforcer and ex-federal inmate. Gene, I have been dying to talk to you about this. Every time I hear toilet wine, I keep thinking, do you stir it in the toilet? And if so, how is it clean? And how on earth do you make a duty? But I have come to learn, no. So for our audience, can you explain what it is and how it's made?
Yeah, so it's called Hooch. Basically, is different ways to make it. You can make it with orange peels. You can make it with sugar. It is all different ways. But what a lot of people don't know, and why it is serious in prison, it can blow up. So if you don't know what you're doing and you don't let it breathe, as they say, it could actually be like a bomb. So it actually can blow up and everything will spray everywhere. Um, but it can get you drunk, and it could also land you in the hole. So I mean, I don't know as far as them saying he's gonna move him out of the unit. I know it's a very serious ticket. I know he could lose his phone, he could lose commissary, and he could lose visits, and also maybe go to the shoe for up to 30 days or maybe more.
Wow. So, I mean, I'm learning something here. I didn't know that it was like you're creating like something that could be explosive, like they said, if you don't let it breathe. But man, listen to the little bit of freedoms that you do have in jail, like going to the phones and having money in your commissary to where you can go buy your essentials, buy food, and at least try to have a little bit of normalcy in doing that. And then like they said, you could end up in the hole. From all the prison videos I've seen, that's really not a place that you want to be. Um, and then, like I said, you don't want to lose your little basic freedoms that you do have in those situations, but while being locked up and incarcerated, it's just, man, in my opinion, man, it's not worth it. But I haven't been in a situation to where I've been locked down for hours in a day and possibly only being able to go outside maybe an hour in the day, and for the rest of that time, you really just stuck in a cell, in a small cell, possibly with other inmates, and I'm sure it's very, very difficult to find ways to pass the time. But this is a terrible report, and like they were saying, Diddy was reporting that he was sober, and man, this is just very unfortunate. Again, hopefully, he can dig down deep in himself and turn his life around, because eyes are still all on him as we see, even as him being locked up, eyes are all on him, and if you making stuff like this that can potentially be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing, and it could turn into a bomb, then yeah, they're definitely gonna take that serious, because you're risking the safety of everyone who is currently incarcerated with you, yourself, and then people who are working in that facility. So I can see why this is a very serious thing, and hopefully Diddy either seeks the help or can, like I said, dig down deep within himself and try to change this around. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, because I don't feel like it's much more to harp on. I just kind of want to touch on this subject and put a video out on this and give my opinion. Once again, if you like this content, if you have any tips or anything, just like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your notifications, and I'm gonna keep the content coming. Again, this is your JP, or Justin Paul, and see you in the next video. Peace.